One thing I remember really clearly is like last year, how Mr. Skull left, but what we got him is like second place in All Stars.
Our school always like won the best quality team award, and that was still really good. But then this means that we're actually progressing, and then our swim team is actually getting bigger and bigger and more impactful.
Relay, you all don't go with any gear. Only your
It's more than about getting gold medals or like silver medals to like prove that you're skilled. It's more about like the passion you have for like the sport, how you're willing to devote hours and hours each week into this sport so that you want to improve.
Just there to have fun, really, and we're there to perform to the best of our efforts. And as Mr. Aldo would like to say, perform to the best of our efforts and then plus 20%. But we're really there to show what we've done throughout the year, show how we progressed as the team, and you guys are in for something special for All Stars.
Yes.
Show you love.
That's fine.
So one moment that was definitely very special to me last All Stars was when we got the team awards for second place, and this was very unprecedented and unseen before. It really brought back a lot of good memories from when I was a younger kid, and I followed these older kids, and we would always get like these awards. Really, last year, 2025 All Stars, I saw the connection that we had in the swim community, how we had such a large team that was so tightly bonded, and I believe we can even do greater things in the future.
We felt really proud of this achievement, and it was specifically special because our school always like won the best quality team award, and that was still really good. But then this means that we're actually progressing, and then our swim team is actually getting bigger and bigger and more impactful. So that built a lot of confidence for us, and this also means this year we'll try to maintain the same, or also trying to get a higher score.
I'd say it's pretty nice. It was very special, I think. Especially that's like the last year for Mr. Scove in BCIS.
My name is Darren Scove, and for most of my time at BCIS, I was the Director of Athletics and Activities.
To me, Mr. Scove was always like this pretty serious person, but he always has the enthusiasm whenever we're not confident or we get really nervous. He is always there.
So BCIS has been sending a swim team to that meet for quite a long time now, and you know, it's sort of that swim meet is kind of a bit of a mirror of the swim program generally at BCIS, in that particularly with the work that the LJ Club does with our swimmers, because the standard at that swim meet is very high. You know, we go to quite a lot of swim meets at different places, of course, but that's probably one of the highest standard swim meets that we go to. So to be able to take a second place there last year was, you know, an incredible achievement for the swimmers and the coaches.
Yeah.
Yep. That's from the behind the scenes, bro.
This year, obviously, with the expansion of the swim team and our collective efforts, I think we're gonna achieve something better than last year.
We don't have a full 15 over relay roster this year. It's me, Ray, Anthony, but we don't have Dennis anymore this year because, well, academics, and this is, well, a really big change.
Again, Mr. Skull's mentality this year, we're just there to have fun, really, and we're there to perform to the best of our efforts. And as Mr. Aldo would like to say, perform to the best of our efforts and then plus 20%. But we're really there to show what we've done throughout the year, show how we progressed as the team, and you guys are in for something special for All Stars.
I think first we can improve on our individual events without having too much pressure, but try our best and maybe improve on relays that have more scores.
However, I believe it's really hard to go over the first place because they have, ISB has so many people. So I believe it's like challenging BCIS like last year's scores, and maybe the first place. I'm not sure.
So, for the video, 360. There's no video of me. 360. Come here, Aistein. Come follow the goat.
You training? Are you training? Now they do. Yes, you do.
Ready?
So, who are you and what do you do?
So I'm Mr. Aldo. I'm the Director of Athletics and Activities at BCIS. This is my third year at BCIS and my first year in this role. I think definitely swimming represents one of the strongest programs we have here at BCIS. We have a lot of kids swimming even at school, like during their PYP time at BCIS from grade 1 to 5. And of course, then after school, we offer several classes with our partners. I think it's a strong part of what we have built here at BCIS, and we want to keep growing and making it better and stronger every year.
You know, it's exciting and interesting to see that that level of performance has been maintained, and that's exactly what I expected with Mr. Aldo's leadership. You know, he and I spent a lot of time together before I left BCIS, and it was very obvious to me that, you know, his attitude, his work ethic, and his desire for high quality experiences for the BCIS students and the wider community was very, very strong. And then his enthusiasm for, you know, any kind of physical activity, you know, the history he'd already demonstrated at BCIS with different sport teams, some of our different teams, over the couple of years that he'd been at BCIS before he took on the Director of Athletics role. You know, it was really obvious to me that he was going to keep that momentum moving.
Of course, the foundation of the program that we have, it's not just built from one day to the other. So definitely I know a lot of work has been done and was done in the previous years. So I'm very lucky to have a strong structure, a strong support team, and a strong collaboration with different stakeholders that take part in our swimming programs.
Our training has definitely become more systematic in the sense that we train a lot more as a team. We do have some trainings at BCIS on Tuesdays, so you guys should definitely sign up if you're watching this. But also on the other side, it's like before this year, really, I didn't see much participation. It was just a few kids there, and the sets they were not really hard to cater to a wider range of people. However, this year I think we really saw that resurgence as like years before when I was a kid, when the BCIS swim team was really a big thing. We saw that resurgence of the members joining the BCIS swim training on Tuesdays, and I think it's really good because now we split off into two groups. We have a harder training set and an easier training set, and this has really benefited me and fellow high schoolers and middle schoolers in the sense that we are also able to get high quality trainings in our school instead of just having an easier training that's catered to a wide variety of people.
Something that I remember in my heart is that go to training. It's like don't absent training. Always show up to training. That's a really important thing I think you mentioned. Because no matter if you feel tired, if you feel like you don't want to go to training, it's like it always benefits you in some ways. Like when you go to competitions, that the trainings are gonna reciprocate it's gonna reciprocate back, you know. So that's a really good advice that David Liu, which is my brother, he gave me.
很简单，全部都是全力。混合泳的顺序，第一轮的时候蝶泳。
The few weeks before this meet, we've been training especially hard. The sets have increased. That's to like prepare us better for this meet. When you prepare for a meet, it's never just the 1 week before the meet. It's always a steady, continuous effort in trainings that helps you improve and helps you become better times in meets.
是因为也要比赛了，还有2周，对吧？2周 All Star， 各位，加油了，该行。
It's about being disciplined throughout the weeks. You see your friends going, you see your friends, hanging out and having time to do other things, but you still gotta show up to training every single day, be consistent, and just keep pushing through. Even when sometimes the results are not evident immediately, you still gotta keep the grind going and knowing that eventually hard work pays off.
Drowned inside the lake outside the way you go. And this I know. I got 100 on my dash, got 200 in my trunk. Name in the grab bags, put my Bible in the trunk. Taco vodka on the top of my binocular, I'm drunk. How can I make them popular? Pop 'em when I want. See, I'm living with anxiety, ducking that sobriety. Fucking up the system, I ain't fucking with society. Justice ain't free, that's what justice ain't me. So I justify his name on the obituary. Why you wanna see a good man with a broken heart? Once upon a time, I used to go to church and talk to God. Now I'm thinking to myself, I know tips is all I got. Now I'm drinking by myself at the intersection park. Watch it when you walk inside your house. You do your briefcase alone on the couch. I plan on creeping through your fucking.
What do you think brings the best energy at practice?
I would definitely say Anthony, and probably a lot of people said Anthony, because he's really humorous in training, and then between sets he starts to like sing, and then that's pretty funny. Like, even though that might seem off task, but that cheered us up. During the actual swimming sets, he's really locked in, he's really concentrated, and then that brought a lot of competitiveness to our training as well. So he's very inspiring and motivational to all of us.
He always tries his best every time at training. He never really slacks off. He's also like the fastest swimmer on the team. Yeah, and that's because he always devotes so much energy and effort into training.
I have to say me. I'm not being boastful or anything, but like, I think personally, I do bring the best energy to practice. I try to motivate as much people as I possibly can, and just try to bring positive vibes to such a lonely and such an isolated sport. It is these like small action of motivation that really helps. Yeah. So I try to bring the best energy to practice.
最明显的变化，尤其是越临近我们的 All Star 比赛，就是在水中，在每一次的训练当中，他们的那种 engagement 都到达了下一个 level， 甚至接近了 elite swimmer 该有的那种状态 ，self-driven 的这种精神在里。我觉得甚至有我们大的运动员在 carry 我们小的运动员，尤其是像多多、像 Anthony、像你们带领这些1、2道是小朋友们，他们在看着你们训练的时候，甚至整个的状态都不一样。我觉得已经有一个 role model 的整个模型的出现，这是一个非常良好的、积极向上的一个曲线。
I like the hoodie saddle.
Thank you. You sick too?
What?
Are you also sick?
A bit. Allergies.
Okay. Only me then?
But it's not an excuse. Go fast. Start waking up at 5:45 for swimming. That's the mentality, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, of course, bro.
For the dog, bro.
That's the way.
I've used extra 9 GB.
Hey, wait, did you bring your 一次性相机?
So,
I'll bring it tomorrow.
bro, it's 6.
You don't
I wanted to tell you this morning, but you probably woke
It's
up.
for bloopers.
Dude, can you tell me how this happened?
快快快快快！哎哎！别到现在了还怕累，各位，调动起来，别怕累，把速度调动起来，猛冲一点，好吧？要比赛了还不拉出来？来第一组，哎。There's no doubt. 对。哎，你在干什么？在抱怨中。
Don't go with any gear, only your flip-flops, your hat, and your goggles. Relay, flip-flops, hat, and goggles. Clear? Nothing else. No collected. Yeah? Number 2, when we start marshalling, the whole riders need to get out of the gear. All riders can sleep and you can go back to somewhere.
其实可能大家对游泳的理解都是秒数，或者是排名，或者是速度，但是从这些的背后是一分耕耘一分收获。但什么意思？可能是在水中的每一分每一秒，甚至水中的每一个细微的动作，都会对我们的 Water Warriors 的表现，最后的结果产生非常不一样的影响。那么这些孩子们，这些 Warriors 在每周来到训练场地里，在日复一日重复着，不是在重复着做一件事情，他们是在重复着不断的去改变，去突破自我。所以这一点，你们大家可能在台上看到的是那30秒的1分钟都不到的展现，但实际上背后有千千万万个小时，甚至千千万万个秒钟都在不断的突破自我。这是非常让人看不到的点。
没有好，没有。
我怎么有1秒了？我想知道，我真的特别想知道。Bro, no, that was actually bad flip. Give me, bro.
Dude, do you got the flip?
No.
What? No flip, bro. I didn't get the flip.
Move the thing, so
Yeah.
I got 2 spoons. I thought I got a fork and a spoon or whatever.
Stupid.
So definitely experience is extremely valuable in swimming, in participating in meets. Still remember my first All-Stars, I was extremely nervous. I basically flunked every event. I didn't do my best. As I practiced more, I trained more, I became more confident, and as the number of meets I've been to increased, you just don't get that nervous anymore. So something I want to tell like the younger kids is that swimming is never easy. Don't expect to get personal bests, your best times every single time. Just try your best. It's about the effort you put in a meet rather than the results. So yeah.
.41.
Yeah, it is.
And warm-up's over.
Yeah, I know. 我今天早上不想起，今天早上天死我。
You're stupid. How are you gonna get 20 seconds in your back stroke?
啊？
就是你热身吗
Yeah.
No, but like 我不想热身，它这太早了。
这还早？
这挺早的。
8点半还早，是吧？
完了。And that really taught me another perspective of swimming. From when I was from a very young age, swimming to me was this very strict sport. But Mr. Scove kind of gave me another perspective into that sport, the fun part where it meets. Instead of just focusing on swimming, you might socialize with friends, make new friends, and that really changed my view on swimming and the value that it brought for me. That it's not only an exercise, not only sports, but also a chance for socializing, and also like a chance to create bonds and make new friends. Now we came to the final two relays that we had. For the first one, the medley relay. Throughout this whole process of preparing and going to All-Stars, one thing I said is that we're going to try our best on the relays. And as we are huddling outside of the call room, I just told my teammates, Ray, Irad, Nathan, I said, you know, let's put all of our efforts into this one. We've had our regrets throughout the meet, and let's put away all the regrets and leave everything that goes in this final two. So then we walked up. I saw my good friend Kai. He finished swimming. I was cheering for him. And then we walked to lane one. As we walked to lane one, I huddled up once again and I said, come on guys, let's give it our all and show them what we're made of. So then came Ray. Ray started off pretty well. Then it was Nathan. And then Iran. So as the anchor rig, I was standing on the blocks and I was thinking to myself, just 2 years ago, we still had Dennis. I was still the younger kid, and look at us now. Me, Ray, Iran, we're now the old seniors on the team. Old elders, if you would, quote unquote, on the team. And then we're there with another new guy, Nathan. Just like how Dennis was, once teaching us the ways and the ropes. So then I dove in for the water, finished my swim, and to my actual surprise, we got the fastest time in BCIS history. This was a very special experience, as personally I was always the younger kid that looked up to these older kids, and now I'm the one leading with teaching the ways and trying to pass it on to Nathan and other younger swimmers. Very, very special change of roles for myself.
Last year was pretty special and weird at the same time, because it was the first year where I was racing alone as someone above 15 years old. I used to have some teammates, but then last year I was the only one, so that felt pretty lonely, and then it was pretty miserable. But this year I feel like I'm more ready to take on the role of maybe kind of leading the team. And also not just as role model, but also giving the experiences and then cheering up the team.
Just off to the record, before we go to the
Simon versus James.
I feel like I would use family to describe the BCIS swim culture. Everyone's like a part of this big group and everyone's very passionate about swimming. We all are really supportive for each other, and also apart from the swimmer, all the swimmer parents, the coaches, Mr. Aldo, Liz, we're all part of this big group and we're just working together. So I feel like family would be the best word.
Hey, Paul told us to do another one.
Another one?
Yeah.
Damn. Is he disappointed?
So cool, so much aura.
Stomach ache.
因为0.5，要不然看不见。
Oh, okay.
I think it's legacy, yeah, because like once we have so many, no matter we have so many coaches before, like Mr. Scove, we also have so many like swimmers even before, like a lot of the long swimmers that leave BCIS, but like they're still like once a BCISer, always a BCISer. It's in our motto, you know.
Alright, so our overall team, international school Beijing, the hosts, is
Don't look at me.
Just finished All-Stars. It's the end of an era. With all the seniors leaving, it's now up to us. We're the older generation now, and yeah, we'll see how things go next year. Till next year, bro. Leave me alone, bro. Ooh, that's tough.
Bye.
See you, Anthony. See you, bro. Hey, good swim today.
Yeah, same for you.
Cool. Go Warriors. Go.
Be happy, enjoy the moment, enjoy your race, and let's go Warriors.